Hello, GenRight Nation. I'm Tony Pellegrino, and this is Tech Talk. Feel free to type in a question, and Jennings here will read them off to me, and I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Today is my 61st birthday, but I gotta say I'm feeling young, more like mid-40s, something like that. How are you guys? Let's see. Jennings, who do we have watching? Let's see. We've got Anthony Chevalier says, hello, GenRight Nation. Craig Cummings says, happy birthday, Tony, from Michigan, where it's hot again. Would it be possible for you to ask if anyone watching that knows of something who wants to sell their YJ swing down tire carrier? All right. Tony went to grab his truck and he got caught in traffic and he's on his way. Should we call him with your Jeep questions? Let's do it. I am no Tony Pellegrino. Busted. Okay, let's see. Imposter alert. Oh, he's not going to answer. Okay, so you guys just have to wait.
Hi, you've reached the cell phone for Tony Pellegrino from GenRight Off-Road. Please leave me a message after the beep.
Tony, I'm live on Tech Talk, and you're not here. Could you call me back? Well, we went wheeling in Big Bear this last weekend, and it was awesome. And I posted all kinds of photos and videos on my Facebook page. And so did Josh, who was there. And Sergeant Tommy probably posted some on Instagram. And Patrick and Laura posted some. And we had a great time. We stayed at a hotel, and we started to wheel John Bull. That's coming to mind for front and center, but we didn't do John Bull. We just went to check out and did the gatekeeper, and Winston hated it, so I had to let him out. But we did what, Gold Mountain, and then we did like Dishpan Springs and Deep Creek, and those were some gnarly trails. But Sonic wasn't ready, so I didn't get to drive him. So we took Aftershock, and Tony drove because I have to do the video and hold the dog, who's like a little nervous little scrambly thing on my lap the whole time. Sonic is, I think, fixed, but like when we went to leave, the steering was like all squirrely and loose. So I didn't feel safe driving it to Big Bear. Probably would have been fine on the trails, but I didn't want to drive it, and I didn't want to tow it on the trailer with the truck. So I just rode in Aftershock, and that was better. I can't believe he's not answering the phone. But he is on his way, and today's his birthday, and I booked this really amazing dinner restaurant. Since Anthony already asked what's for dinner. Today I know we're going to this fancy little Italian place in somewhere out near Pomona called Uno Tre Otto. It's a farm to table Italian restaurant where they like change the menu every day based on whatever's freshest from the owner's garden. Very cool. Never eaten anywhere like that. And they have like 5 tables. So I had to make a reservation a while ago. And so we're going there for dinner after the show. And then a little boutique hotel somewhere nearby with some fancy breakfast. And then tomorrow we're driving to Salt Lake City because I'm doing a sound bath and guided meditation for doTERRA essential oil. They're putting on this huge convention in Salt Lake City for like 800 doTERRA oil consultants, and they want a sound bath, and they asked me, and I said yes. So we're driving to Salt Lake City tomorrow because these bowls that I have are very fragile and expensive, and I can't just like check them on an airline. So I have to drive. So Tony has to drive with me. So that's what we're doing. And so, yeah. Let's see, farm to table, super cool. I've never done it, ever, so I'm excited. Let me see where Tony is. Why isn't he answering me? I can track him. He said I had to start the show, so here I am. And they just did a employee appreciation 2-day thing in Big Bear. So all the employees are just getting back now. So there's not even anybody here to like be on the show with me. But like, maybe Tony will call and then we could get our Jeep questions answered. I'm feeling the sting of your disappointment right now, guys. I didn't sign up for this job. Okay. Thanks, Ginger. Okay, Ginger was with us, and she was riding in the back and holding on to Winston for a lot of the lap scrambling action. And my bestie, Callie, that's Josh's little 6-year-old daughter, she got an iPhone, and so I gave her my phone number, and she calls me all the time, and I love it. And she sends me these cute little voicemail messages, and she's like, I love you, bestie. I'll talk to you soon. Call me back. And she sends me little emojis. So shout out to my bestie, Callie. Maybe she's watching. I bet she didn't expect to see Tech Talk with Jennings. But here we are, making the best of it. I did take this little video when we got to Gold Mountain. I'll tell you a quick story. I first bought Sonic in 2017, and Gold Mountain was like the very first trail we ever took him on, and I knew nothing about Jeeping. I didn't meet Tony till a couple years after this, but I was like, this sounds like a doable trail, let's go try it. Stock Jeep. I had 33s. No, maybe I had like stock tires at that point. I probably had stock tires. Like, it was the first trail I ever did. So like I figured out how to put it in 4-low, and then we got to the gatekeeper, and it's just like a pile of rocks, and I stopped and I was like, where's the trail? This is just a wall of rock. And like, it was just me and my ex at the time, and he didn't know either, and he was just like, I don't know where it is. And we were like, well, this isn't a trail. I'm like, this isn't a trail, I can't drive up this. And I was about to turn away and like, I don't know, go home, but then this little stock like YJ came up to the trail. We were like, is Gold Mountain Trail somewhere around here? And he was like, this is the gatekeeper. And I'm like, where? This is just a pile of rocks. And he's like, no, this is it, you like drive over it. And I'm like, can your Jeep drive over it? And he was like, yeah. Right? And so I'm like, prove it, right? So he did. And then I was like, oh, I guess this is a trail. Okay. And then drove up it. And it was like difficult. And I was nervous and sweaty and shaky legged. And it was ridiculous. Now when I look at it, the rocks are like this high. I don't know what I saw, but my perspective has changed, okay, on Jeeping. So now Gold Mountain is like, oh, you do that real quick in your sleep, like while you're texting and putting together videos and joking with your friends. Well, that first time, I think I scraped open the diff cover, like on the second part of the gatekeeper. It was like spot me over every rock, because I don't know how to do this. So there you go. There's my story of Gold Mountain. So we did Gold Mountain. And then we did much harder trails, but they didn't even seem hard because we were with all these built up Jeeps. So they just all drove it like it was nothing. Even Travis, who works at Bottom Line Decals right here and makes all our stickers and wraps and stuff. He brought his pretty much stock JL, and he did great. No damage. Nobody got any damage or breaks or anything the whole time. We just like drove through and had a good time, and seemed like they were easy trails, but they were like the hardest trails. So pretty cool rigs and drivers this past weekend. For the turkey run, is there any charges for that? And can you primitive camp there? I know the answer to this, Michael. It's free. No charges for anything. It's a big potluck dinner. So you sign up just so we like know how many t-shirts and shirts and stickers and such to bring to give out. And then we do a potluck Thanksgiving, and we wheel like a hard trail and then not so hard trails, and every day. And there's like, you can choose which ones you go on, and you can ride along if it's something you don't want to take your Jeep on, and it's the best. Oh, he's thumbs upping the picture I sent him of the yellow hat. How about you come back and do your own show now, darling? Okay, he's on his way. No charge for camping at Johnson Valley ever. Since Tony's not here, let's talk about your outfit. Oh, I got this shirt. Isn't this cute? It's got little embroidered cowboy boots on it. I got this at Bass Lake when I went up there for 4th of July with Tony to Craig Colbert's cabin. Craig Colbert, I don't know if he's watching, bought the little budget YJ 4-shock. And we went to his cabin at Bass Lake for 4th of July, and they had this little general store and this super cute shirt. That's where I got it. And we had the best time. Bass Lake is amazing. Craig's cabin is huge. There was a bear right outside of the room where Tony and I were staying. It was very exciting, but we didn't feed it or pet it. We just looked at it through the window as it walked away to the lake. And we had the best time that weekend. Super nice place. Oh, see, Nick's tracking him too. He's going 2 miles per hour on Moore Park Road. So he's on his way back. That's good. Traffic is pretty bad. You might be stuck with me for a little while longer, you guys. What else do you want to talk about? Since it's my birthday and I'm Tony, I'm going to give you guys extra big discounts on all the parts you want. Just call my business partner, Shane, and tell him Tony said. Birthday discounts for everyone. Huge ones, whatever. Biggest ones possible. Okay? Travis is watching. Travis made me the coolest signs for my sound bath. I'm going to feel pretty cool doing a sound bath for 700 people. Why don't I tell you guys about sound baths, since I'm hijacking this show till Tony gets back? I'm going to tell you about sound baths. Sound bath is like a deep meditation, okay? But it's the easiest form of meditation because you don't have to do anything. You just lie down and listen while I play these magical singing bowls that are made out of crystal and quartz and platinum and all these other cool things. And your brain and your body entrains with the frequencies that are hitting your body, and then your mind calms down and you pretty much fall asleep every time. Tony always says stuff like, I didn't think it was working, and then he's like snoring and I can't wake him up, and everyone has to walk out of the studio after a sound bath and step over him because he doesn't wake up when I start talking. Maybe I talk in his sleep a lot, I don't know. But I'm going to do this up on a stage for 700 people. That's going to be a brand new experience. I wonder how many of them are actually going to like fall asleep and snore. It could be kind of a loud thing, like in this big convention hall with a bunch of like snoring people. We'll see. Tony's going to be one of them, you know, because he has to go. So I make him do the sound bath, right? And then he cannot stay awake for a sound bath, so he'll be one of the many, many snorers in the audience. I'm looking forward to it. You guys, if you happen to be a doTERRA essential oil person, maybe you're already going, you should come to my sound bath. It's going to be amazing. It's on Saturday at like some ungodly hour, like 6:30 in the morning. Salt Lake City Convention Center. Okay, let's give away the Jeep. Oh, that's a good idea. This Jeep? I think he likes this Jeep. We could give away Aftershock. What would be like a good contest to run to win Aftershock? You guys, you come up with something good. We'll see if we could run it by the boss man when he gets here. Pop the hood on Terramoto? Okay. I'll do that. Oh, there's no... He took away all the things. Like, what am I supposed to do here, Rick? I can't. I don't think I can reach it. I know, Tony. Okay, maybe I can. Okay, maybe I can. Oh, okay. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. If that didn't go well, it's on video. All right. Here you get a peep under Terramoto's skirt. Hold on. Maybe I can lift up this camera. Maybe. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, that one. Okay. There you go. That's a good thing for a bunch of Jeep people to look at instead of me. That's much more comfortable. Okay. The new bowls, I got a bunch of new bowls and they're amazing. I recorded yesterday this deep sleep sound bath and I used all my endocrine system bowls, like the ones that work on your brain that makes it produce melatonin, and then you're gone. You're out like a light. And then I was like, I'm gonna listen to it and see if the recording's any good. So I listened to it and I fell asleep almost immediately. So it worked. Okay. Hey Chase, how are you? Should we tell a story of Chase? Yeah, come on. I'm gonna tell a story about Chase. Chase has a Jeep very much like Terramoto, or no, like Aftershock, the JL. And we were in Daytona Jeep Beach, and we were at the Hard Rock Hotel, and we were going up top to like fetch our friends and get a surfboard. And we got to this gate that was only like yay high around the pool, and it was locked, but we just needed to get over it to go up the stairs to find our friends. So I was like, you guys can go around, I'm just gonna go over the fence. So I went first. I sat on the gate, swung my legs around, dropped down on the other side. What are you guys gonna do? Chase decides to pole vault it, running leap over the whole thing, and he landed on the back of his heel on one foot and broke the bone, split it apart, and needed surgeries. And he was I can't even imagine how much pain he was in that moment. But they carried, the friends, we carried him all to his Jeep, and then they put him in the back and they took him to the hospital in Daytona. And we're driving down Palm Drive, and the whole time he's yelling, "I love you, Tony! I'm sorry, Tony!" He felt bad for ruining our night. It was okay, bro. I think yours was the only night that was really ruined. Oh, the memories. I could tell a good story for probably half the people here. Oh, I'm all below the camera. Oh, well, this isn't about me. You have to look at the engine again, okay? Back to the engine. Unless you want another story. Yeah, my forehead's cut off because I can't, I can't do the filming and all of the, race Tony at the hammers and beat him to win Aftershock. That's a really good idea. I like that idea. He might even go for that. That'd be cool. But like, does he get something if he wins? He should get something if he wins. More than like the gas money to do it. What do you think? Jeep TJ, you've been doing sound baths and you didn't even know it? You do it all the time? Okay, awesome. 2 feet of water in a lot of Fowler Street in Fort Myers, Florida? Is it flooding there? Carlos needs long arm control kits. Spin the tires on Terramoto. I cannot do that. 2-feather channel. Did you see my lack of muscles? Okay, do you offer a tire carrier for the YJ? I don't know. Let's call Tony. That's kind of ridiculous. He needs to answer his phone. Come on.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm replying that I'm close.
I'm live on your television show.
I know. The traffic's terrible.
And people have questions.
They do. What kind of questions? I can answer.
Okay. Do you offer a tire carrier for the YJ?
Well, we did for a long time. It was the swing down one. So if they wanted to put on a swing out one, they would have to move where their gas filler is.
You'd have to move where your gas
will fit.
filler is, and then you could get the
Yes.
swing out one.
Yes.
That fits the TJ?
Yep.
He said, will that fit on my tub? Moving all the moto build to GenRight. Yes! Yes! That's what we like to hear!
There's a good birthday present.
That's a good birthday present, Stinky McStinkerton. That's his name, Stinky McStinkerton.
Sounds like I know that person.
Yeah. We want to wheel with you.
I saw you offering discounts and opening the hood on Terramoto and talking about sound baths.
Okay.
I was watching.
Okay. All right. You're not commenting.
No, I was.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I figured you'd see that I was on there.
As yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Did you guys see
So what
comment from Tony Pellegrino? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, turn around and show the cage that's on the floor.
Mark Lawrence says, what is the new speed limit on North Moore Park Road? I believe it might be close to 80 today.
Oh, because he's tracking me on Life 360.
Multiple people are watching exactly where you are, so you can't like lie about it.
I'm sitting at a stoplight.
You're weird, and you let half these people track you all the time, so they know exactly where you are. So where are you?
I'm at First Street.
Oh my God, you're so far away.
I'm
Oh
going
my
as fast
God.
as I'm breaking every wall.
This is horrible. I'm never on this side of the camera. For 20 years, other side of the camera.
Yeah. Okay, we'll show the cage that we have. The
Oh.
cage that's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look at the new cage.
Yeah, tell them that's out of the budget, TJ.
Well, they can hear you. You're on speaker.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was trying to get it to powder coat last Friday, but I just ran out of time, so
You're gonna make it white? We're making it white.
We're making it white.
It's gonna look
with
so
a little
good.
pearl.
Red
Maybe with a little pearl.
wrap,
Red wrap.
white cage, and maybe white
Yeah.
wheels. Because I
And
love
my
those.
Mickey Thompson tires came today.
Oh.
I was trying to roll some over so they could be there. And those wheels right there, the Raceline wheels, are for it.
Oh. Well, let's look at
Yes.
those. We can see the little
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, pop them open. They look really cool.
Pop them open.
Well, you could, or you could just show the ones on Terramoto. They're the same.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Find
Sonic
a good
wants
clean
them.
one. I know. It's on my list.
That's a good husband. Oh, those look good.
Yeah, they do. That's like their latest and greatest, the Rhino.
They could stay silver. They kind of already look, whitish.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you don't have to, like, touch them up.
So what other questions did people come up with? Were they asking questions about Terramoto or just in general? Did they see those brand new 42s on it?
On Terramoto?
Yeah, ready to go to Trail Hero.
I think so.
Did you talk about Big Bear four-wheeling last weekend?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. What else? What other questions they got?
Let's see.
Other than where am I? I'm at Erringer now, and almost a Sycamore.
What's for dinner? I got to answer that one. Oh, somebody asked if it was free to camp at Johnson Valley, and I knew the answer. I said it was.
Good. Yeah.
I want to like sit on this, but that could cause problems.
Sit on the cage?
Yeah.
Well, if you sit on the wrong side, it'll cause problems.
I better not risk it. Okay, you said roll cage. I see one. Are those custom fabricated headers or off-the-shelf units?
Those are off-the-shelf JBA headers.
This is the engine?
This is on Terramoto.
Are we talking about engines?
Yes. Are you going back over to the engine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so those are JBA headers. And I know somebody asked for the exact part number or model a few tech talks ago, and I keep meaning to look it up. But
I don't know what they look like.
The header's the exhaust.
Okay.
There's one on each side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they see them sticking up in that shot you were giving of the engine compartment.
Okay.
Okay, so what we do is we run them upside down. So the passenger side is mounted on the driver's side, the driver's side is mounted on the passenger side.
Oh, I said that you would give away aftershock to whoever could beat you at the hammers.
Oh.
But if you beat them, you get something. You get to pick a part off their Jeep.
Yeah, great.
I don't know. You can make up what you get. We're just making these things up.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so did you get that on the headers? That they're mounted upside down? Or is the camera back on the headers?
No, they told me that. They said they're upside down.
Yeah, they are.
They're flipped.
Because there's no room down below between the upper link and the drive shaft. There's no room to run anything. So they have to be routed that way.
Let's see. It's really hard to do all the jobs.
I'm getting closer.
Like,
coming up
it works so much better when you do your show.
Yeah.
Not me.
Well, sometimes I do the show myself, and it's not very good.
Do you guys know that the floor in here is not level? So if I don't lock the wheels, it just rolls around. So now I'm not here to hold it, so I have to lock the wheels.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeep TJ has a real question. What are your thoughts on universal brake combination valves? The original OEM valve on my 2003 TJ is leaking pretty bad. OEM replacement is nearly $500. Not putting garbage Amazon parts on my Jeep.
Okay, so which valve was it?
Universal brake combination valves.
Oh, yeah, no. When it comes to brakes, I'm all about the OE stuff, for sure. Okay. So yeah, whether it's the vacuum booster or some people call it the balance. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank right now, but
you're drawing a blank and you're not on your own show.
Well, I'm coming.
What am I supposed to do here? I'm fresh out of miracles here. Get over here.
Well, keep asking me questions. I got answers.
What was the answer?
Okay, so the answer is the OEM, factory Jeep stuff.
He said the original is leaking pretty bad. The OEM replacement is nearly $500.
Well, it is the brakes. That's important.
So pay the $500?
Well, I would.
Pay the $500. It's the brakes.
Yeah.
Okay. There's your answer.
Sorry, I know it's not.
Pay the money. It's the brakes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Oh, Trail Team 7 said, I vote Rocker Knocker for the budget TJ name.
Oh, really?
But we talked about this, but we haven't really decided. So we should let people, you should give us ideas for the name for the budget TJ if it's red with a white cage, okay?
Yeah, and Rocker Knocker's a poison spider term. I'm not using that.
Oh, no, we're not using that.
No.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
Okay. What size are the new rims for the TJ build?
I'm turning on the street.
Oh. What size are the rims for the new TJ build? 17s? They're going to be 17s.
It says right there on the box.
It says right there on the box. Okay. How much wheelbase stretch can I get using on the JK Stage 2 kit?
JK Stage 2. Well...
Oh, he says proportioning valve is not the brake combination valve. Proportioning valve.
$500 for that? Okay, call Sergeant Jeep and get one from him.
I think someone just said that Sergeant Jeep might have one for less.
Yeah, get a good factory one from the salvage yard.
From Tommy. Yeah, good idea. All right.
And Tommy should be on right now. So
okay,
you get... Not, shame on him.
I think he is. God, that was harsh. Shame on you, birthday boy. Where are you?
I'm literally turning in the driveway. I'll be there in 60 seconds.
Thank God. I'm going back to the right side of the camera.
Okay, but not yet. Don't leave the camera until I'm walking in. Okay.
How much wheelbase stretch can I get using on the JK Stage 2 kit?
JK? Okay, so look, the only thing we do is we move the front end 2 inches forward and the rear end 1 inch back. So he'll get to a total of 118.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Oh, here comes Winston. Winston's coming too.
Yay, right, Winston's coming too. Bye. Thank God. Going back to this side.
All right.
All right. It's only 5:30.
All right, everybody. Sorry I'm late. It's been a crazy day. Did you tell them that I was on the GenRight retreat with all the employees wheeling too?
Yes.
You did, okay.
But you can talk about that again.
So it's something that we do. We try to do it once a year where we take all the staff, the guys in the warehouse, like people that don't even have Jeeps, can't even afford a Jeep, and take them out and show them what it's like. And they had an absolute blast. One of the lead guys in the warehouse just bought a Rubicon JL, and he had a great time. He's got it totally stock except 37s and GenRight fenders, and he was able to go everywhere. It was awesome. So thanks everybody for waiting for me. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry I'm running late.
How about get a mic?
Okay, yeah. Where's my mic? Is it over here?
God.
There we go. It's not even on, babe.
I gave it to you like 2 hours ago.
Does that mean it's dead? Does
oh my God,
so
is
it's
it dead?
Working now?
I think it's working. Yeah, it's working.
Look like it's working?
Why are you saying it's dead?
Can everybody hear me now? Can you see that it's working?
I'm sure they could hear you through mine, but that's better.
All right. Very sorry I'm late, everybody. I could not wait to get here to be with you. And thanks for hanging out.
Tony,
and
you look younger on your birthday.
Of course I do. I feel alive. What can I say? I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful for all of you. So
thanks, JC. That was hard. I'm sweating.
Okay. So
wait. There was a question.
Yeah, let's have some questions. Other than how old I am. What's that?
Travel for you. I replaced the starter in my 2018 JKU with aftermarket one. Now when it cranks, sometimes it hesitates. Does this mean the aftermarket needs to be replaced? Be advised it's on order, out of stock.
Okay, so a couple things could be happening. There could be something wrong with the key switch. There could be something deteriorating with the battery.
Come here.
And would you grab my clipboard off the seat in the truck, hon? Because I printed out some questions that people emailed in.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, you want to check a couple different things. Mainly if you replace a starter, you've also messed with the big connections, the big power connections. And maybe something's not tight. There's also a small plug on there. Maybe that's not pushed on all the way, or the pins got tweaked. All of this stuff is stuff that you have to be very careful of anytime you're changing a component. So I'd check those things first and see what you got, okay? All right, so she disappeared. I'm gonna keep talking about stuff like the roll cage. I wanted to show everybody, it's a little deceiving because the, here, I'm gonna slide. I know how to operate this thing. I'm gonna slide this over here because it's a little bit easier to see it this way when the roof wasn't in the background. And of course, you know, the cage is tilted just because that's how it sits when it's not mounted. Any more questions, honey? I know they've got more.
Let's see.
Okay, here's 2 questions that I printed. If you don't have more. And I'll talk about the cage some more.
What is needed besides a drag link to use a twisted pitman arm on a TJ?
What is needed?
Yeah, besides a drag link.
And a twisted pitman arm. So you're gonna need, come on over here. If you're probably doing high steer, right? Which is down, yeah, turn that light and point down here.
Woo!
Can you point down there?
No problem, boss.
Okay, so this is the drag link.
Wait.
Right here?
Okay.
Can you get in there now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the drag link, and if you're doing high steer, it's very important that you match the track bar and the drag link height and length. So, and the reason this looks shorter here is because the track bar sticks out on the other side of the frame. So you've got to have, if you have the high steer, you got to raise this up, and that's all part of the advantage of doing the twisted pitman arm so that you have more droop and you can run a longer travel shock. So that's the answer to that gentleman's question.
And that's Winston.
Yeah, Winston. I just picked him up. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Okay, what else you got? Sorry, Terramoto engine is dirty. I did not realize. No, these are, you usually read these.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I
Check
gave them to you.
wires.
On the mics? Can people not hear us?
Aw, they said I kept 96 people entertained. That's so nice. That's so nice.
Well, hopefully. Thank you, everybody. Sorry about that. What else you got?
Now I feel for all the people that I'm like, relax, just get on the show. Don't be nervous.
Did I talk about, or did you talk about these new Vision X CR7 Pro lights? We just got to use them up at Big Bear, and
I
man,
did not.
they are great. Yeah, I thought you were wearing a yellow hat when I saw you earlier. Did you start the show with that?
We didn't talk about
And then
those
you took it
lights.
off. No?
Nobody even asked about
These are awesome, and I have them wired so that when you do the blinker through this amber section, it flashes to let the people know in front of me that.
Jerome asked, are you going to be at 4x4 night this week and see me?
Did
No, I'm dragging him to Salt Lake City for a sound bath with 700 other lucky people.
yeah.
Tony going 9
No, but the rest of the crew's going. The rest of they'll be there.
but
so.
not you.
But not me. Feel free to swing by. Okay.
Happy 61st birthday!
Oh man, thanks you guys. Thank you.
I told the story of Chase.
So technically, my mom reminded me that I wasn't born until 11:58
Oh wow.
tonight. So I'm still 60 until almost midnight. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, thanks.
Do you have an update on Terramoto 2?
Terramoto, no. I haven't made it very far on that. What we're doing is we're putting the new cage in and the new aluminum dash, which looks very similar to this one, But which have you rolled around and showed them the? Which way is it easier for you to go that way or this way?
No, there was a new dash.
Which way are you going?
Nobody told me.
You going that way?
No.
Can't come this way?
Yeah.
So.
Light?
I have a light.
Okay.
There you go. Can you see?
Okay, almost.
What do we need? You gonna lift it up again? Mm-hmm. Some trickery going on here. Mm-hmm. You got it?
And then I gotta zoom in.
Okay. Don't pull the battery out of the camera though. That would be bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, better?
Oh my God.
All right, so the new cage obviously looks very similar to this. In Terramoto, this tube here goes all the way down and connects into the top of the body mount. And when you do that, you put in the aluminum dash. You have to get rid of the stock dash. So the new dash is very similar. I'm super happy with this dash. I've customized it and tweaked it over the years, and that's now what we're offering the public. So, so that's where we're at right now. We're building the cage, putting in the dash and the new tube set, and proving it all out and making it good.
That dash is beautiful.
I am going to be running.
Sonic wants one of those too.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then that also includes these tubes over here by the door, because this is what makes it race legal. The extra protection that you have from a side impact. And I'm going to be running.
Do you have to give up your AC if you have that dash?
You have what?
Do you have to give up your AC
No.
if you have that dash?
No, look, it's right here.
Really?
Yeah, look.
Then I want it.
See, right there.
Then I want it.
Yeah. So I installed Vintage Air, which I'm surprised that nobody saw that there's an AC compressor up here on the motor.
AC in Terramoto?
Yeah, there always has been since the day we built
What? What do you mean? Like it works?
it. Well, it's disconnected right now.
Can you connect it?
Yes, of course.
Well, do it.
It takes horsepower, so I got rid of it.
Okay, do it. Do it. It's worth it.
Oh,
Still
yeah.
got a lot of horsepower.
Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna install the rugged STX in the new Terramoto 2.0?
I am for sure.
Ginger wants one too.
What's that?
Ginger wants one too.
Yeah, what, an
Birthday
STX?
discounts for everyone. No, the dash.
Well, we make one for the LJ,
Matt
TJ.
said
and
he
LJ.
did notice the AC.
See?
compressor.
There you go. There
Okay,
you go.
Michael asked, if you run the GenRight dash in a TJ, can you still run the OEM steering column?
I've seen people do it. Now they had to, do some cutting and modifying, but I've seen people do it. Same on JK Dash. I've seen them do it.
What drivetrain is going into Terramoto V2? Full mast motorsports race engine or something more tame?
Well, the engine's right over here. You guys were probably looking at it while Jennings was talking.
I use this as like
Oh,
my cup holder.
she's stacking stuff on it right now.
Like, what is this? He obviously isn't going to use it, so we might as well throw it in Sonic.
It's right here.
Look at
Right there.
that poor engine. No,
So
no love.
that is a brand new, what was an LS3 is now an LS7. So it's a 427 cubic inch or 7 liter LS engine that will be going into the new Terramoto. So, and that thing's probably, it's well over 700 horsepower. So, yeah. All right, she's making all the adjustments here.
God.
What?
Okay. Brad Loker says, I purchased your 4-link kit for the CJ, and I assume the top of the link bracket needs to be cut off to an L shape to fit the frame.
Correct.
And is there a definite mounting location?
Well, a lot of the time there's a bend in the frame. So what happens is the frame right under the doors is straight, and then it bends. So you're going to put it on the straight part of the frame before the bend and where it starts to come up to the rear suspension. So, if you didn't get any instructions, you can call in and get some. So here's the deal, and I just talked to a customer about this earlier today. When people buy pieces of our suspension kits, you don't get the instructions because we know people are, either DIY guys that want to do it their own way. We just assume that they know what they're doing. But if you buy the whole kit, then you get the full instruction package. So if you're asking questions like that, though, you should call in and see if you can get one of the sales guys to email you over some instructions, okay? And it'll shed a lot more light on things. But remember, the Legend kit is a DIY kit, and putting it on a CJ7 is a real DIY. It's because it's a little bit more work. So,
what accessory drive bracket do you run on the front of the motor?
So we've got our own that we sell for the Elite and for the Tracer LS front kit, and it gives you all the part numbers to order for the alternator and the water pump and everything. So yeah, you'll want to check that out, and it's on our website, so check that out.
As your producer, would you like me to tell you that wire is doing weird things with your nipple?
Oh jeez. It's not even there. It's in the middle of my...
No? What's going on?
I
don't know. Okay. Just curious, will Terramoto V2 be finished before the end of the year?
I don't think so. For as much as I'd like it to be, I don't think so. So.
Did we say... Oh, yeah. Okay.
Remember, I'm trying to balance out building the budget TJ and working on that and still having rigs to wheel. It takes a bunch of work, so.
Kathy said, we'll check that out, thank you. Amy Cleveland said, Bobby said he can't wait to get Terramoto and Rockhound on the trails together because you can't see any of your wiring and his is a mess.
Okay, well, the guy that did my wiring kept a full diagram of what he did, so you could literally call him and say, I'd like another one just like Terramoto, and he could ship it to you.
Oh,
okay.
Who is this mystery man? Okay. Who else is building a JK Stage 1 or 2?
Oh, man, we got a bunch of them. And we're going to be starting on Travis's JL Stage 1 here pretty soon. He was wheeling with us this last weekend, and we did like a baseline test run. So then when it's done, we'll go back out there, and he'll do it again. So that's going to be fun. But there's lots of people doing the Stage 1 JK Elite, a lot.
Blueberry Roadblock says, I got my 42-inch Baja Bosses today. How much trimming of the rear fender wells am I going to have to do?
A lot. Okay, so look up here. You're going to need to come over here because we're going to go around. Oh, well, you're going to go. Let's go that way. Let's go that way. So first off, I had to trim here. Can you see right here? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I had to trim all the way to where the fender bolt's on. I had to trim the grill, and I had to trim the bumper more. Okay, it's a lot. You got to trim a lot.
Okay, hold on. That's not going to work.
Can't see?
No, it's like about to fall.
It's dodgeball?
About to fall.
Oh.
The camera.
Okay, well, wait. He was asking about the rear. I was going to get you to the rear.
Okay, well, it was just like so close to falling off. It's stressing me out.
Can you make it back over here?
Yeah.
There you go. Just a little beating and banging. Okay, in the rear, can you see my hand here?
Like jeeping. Yes.
I had to trim this, came out, it's a good inch or so off. In the front, I had to trim a bunch up front as well to fit the 42. So it's a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
got that?
But these new tires, man, can't wait to run them. Out of Trail Hero.
Say that again. Do it again.
Can't wait to run them. Nothing like new rubber out there on the trail.
Everybody says happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Saying them all.
It has been a very nice day. And for those of you that are Facebook friends with me personally over on Facebook, you'll see that I posted Jennings made me a very special gift. And if you don't know, Jennings is my wife. And she came up with 61 reasons why she loves me. I didn't even know there was 61, but she did. And that was a very, very thoughtful gift, and it's one of my favorites. So
it was easy. I'm gonna pinch your cheek. You're cute. You're a handsome one.
She's setting the bar really high for when it's her birthday. I can tell you that.
That's right. Okay, here's the one from
Oh yeah,
Stacey
question
Clark.
that was sent in. Yes.
Hey! She
Well-
says, "Hi, Tony and Jennings. Have to tell you that I just finished watching today's Tech Talk. I continue to be blown away by your seemingly unlimited knowledge of everything Jeeps.
Aw.
The fact that you openly share everything you know and even have answers for the viewers' specific questions is invaluable. I do hope someday you find a market for these informative Tech Talk episodes. It would be amazing for high school shop class or other ROP type of training. It's more information than a casual Jeep owner needs to know. Enough information to spark anyone to pick up their grease guns and tools to do maintenance on their Jeep.
There you go.
Even understanding what's happening with the Jeep would help a mechanic troubleshoot a concern. I love today's Tech Talk. Looking forward to catching up with you out on the trails. Hugs to you both, Stacey Clark."
That was very nice.
Hi,
That was very
Stacey.
nice.
That
Yes,
was
thank
very
you.
nice.
And I don't know everything, but I love talking about Jeeps. So
She get like a
you're
buggy?
you're getting whatever I got.
She got a buggy.
Yeah, I think so. What do we got next?
Let's see. John George says he's got a Jeep TJ drivetrain and gearing, 2004 TJ Rubicon with 5-speed manual, added a 3-inch lift, 33-inch tire, 17s, building in stages. He
Okay.
says, during drivetrain upgrades, how do you feel about manual transmission versus automatic? Is the swap worth the time and money, or is refreshing the factory 5-speed better?
Ah, very good question. Okay, so that depends on the kind of wheeling you plan to do. Some people, which I used to be, was a die-hard manual transmission guy. I liked the reliability, I liked the simplicity, but the more I got into rock crawling, I could see that the automatic transmission was a definite advantage. You know, when the best way for me to describe it is when I first started wheeling, you know, and I saw somebody with lockers, you know, that I could see the advantage. Then I saw bigger tires, I could see the advantage. And then I saw an automatic transmission and I was like, oh my God, I'm back in the Stone Age back here. But it helps for crawling. And the reason why is that it keeps the entire driveline loaded. So when you have a manual transmission, or stick shift as some people call it, and you push in the clutch, the whole driveline relaxes and you will fall off the line. You know, if you're barely like hanging on something, where the automatic keeps it loaded and you can slowly creep and crawl and make adjustments. And that is a huge advantage, believe it or not. And you know, when I was a kid, automatic transmissions sucked. They were super unreliable. Today, man, they're some of the most bulletproof stuff we own. So, all right.
Okay.
There's my answer.
Let's see. The
Thing
floor.
keeps rolling.
Floor.
Well, I got you the new
I missed a couple
base,
questions
and the new base has wheels that are like off a rollerblade,
I
so it
know.
just rolls that much easier. I need to like tighten up the bearings.
Wait.
Okay.
Do you install for customers if they do whole tracer setup on TJ? Michael Pendley asked.
Can we?
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. In fact, as soon as this 392 is done, we're building 2 more tracers for one customer actually, and then I don't even know what's next in line. You got to talk to Andrew Harris. Call in and talk to him tomorrow. He's the guy that schedules all of our builds, and he can, you know, get you in line. So if you're serious.
Is that an LS1 in Terramoto?
No, this is an LS3. So this is a GM Performance LS3 that's in here right now with, I don't know, 530, 40 horsepower, something in there.
When does Winston get his own Jeep build?
Now, Winston likes to
Not
ride
my
in Terramoto.
question.
So believe it or not, the last time Jennings and I were out at Sand Hollow, he would hang on the rocker. He wanted to go. And then I forgot he was in the back. You know, he's just sitting in the back seat. And we're ripping around on the dunes and stuff. It's super, you know, Terramoto's super loud. And we're like fully, you know, G's around
He's not even,
the
like,
bowls and stuff.
belted in like at all.
He's hanging on, and we look back, and he's just happy to be back
between the
there, you
seats,
know.
like planted.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know if you've ever been out to Sand Hollow, but just from like when you come under the tunnel, there's whoop-de-doos, and you know, it's a big uphill, and I just rip on that stuff. And somehow he hangs on back there and he does good. And if he gets scared, he comes up front and sits in Jennings' lap. But he just wants to be part of the action, and he will not be left at the RV. He wants to go.
So Terramoto is his Jeep.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him.
Yeah.
In your will.
Even today, when I was just leaving in the truck, man, he was not going to be left at home.
Okay,
So.
this is not a question.
Oh, it's not? Is it? Did I print you something that you shouldn't have?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about that.
It's a to-do list.
Yeah,
Better get
that's
on
that's
that
left
stuff.
for here. Tear that off.
Better get
Tear that off. I got to give it to
Get on
Austin.
that stuff.
Yeah, that's for Austin. That's his new list. Okay.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there is? Because I have more tech stuff to tell people.
Well,
Hurry up with
thought
the
of that
questions.
30
well,
minutes
I mean,
ago.
we can go a little over because I was late.
yeah, Ginger says we've talked about this a bunch. Someone needs to develop an off-roading dog harness for sure.
Yes, I think there are some that actually like keep them suspended in the Jeep so they can't like
Jennifer and
fly out.
Chad Warner kind of figured something out that we're gonna try.
Yeah, and
like one of those
by the way,
blanket-
Winston does have a little harness that he wears, and then in his dog bed, he's anchored down there, and the dog bed is seat belted in. So
But he usually
it's
gets
not
out
like
of
he's
it.
just flying
No
around.
choice.
But yeah, he does manage to get out of it sometimes. But
He
we
likes to.
don't just throw him back there like
Michael
a
says
tool
his
bag.
Dog scrap is the same even on the motorcycle. I bet we could take him on the Harley. We've talked about that, dude.
He just likes being with us. That's all.
With a manual, unless you have a hand throttle, you can't 2-foot drive.
Well, okay, hand throttle. I have talked about this before. I mean, it's been eons. I put one in the budget, YJ. If you have a manual transmission, you need a hand throttle. We sell them on the GenRight website. You can buy them from some other places as well. But a hand throttle is your friend, because what it does is it allows you to keep your 2 feet on the brake and the clutch, and you can control the gas with this little lever right on the stick shift. And that is super helpful. Even if you just set the throttle, a little bit above idle so that you can ease the clutch in and out, it is night and day. I mean, it's the next best thing to have in an automatic. So, yeah, you should, whatever they are, $40-50, invest in that for sure.
William Gosselin said, I got 488s installed yesterday. My buddy Angel Paredes says hi.
Oh, nice. Nice, yeah. Awesome. Good to hear from you.
Michael says most tractor trailers nowadays are automatic, if that tells you anything.
That's right, because they've been able to make them
True.
so reliable. Even our giant motorhome that tows a 10,000-pound trailer.
Jeep TJ6 says, sometimes when I put my TJ in park on a downhill, I hear and feel a nasty clunk when I put it back in drive. 03 automatic.
Yeah, so that's the pin.
Yeah, automatic.
That's the pin pulling out from park. And especially when there's a little bit of weight on it, that thing will be angry when you want to move it out of
Stinky
park.
McStinkerton. Which MagnaFlow muffler is on Sonic? Build sheet for Sonic coming to the site soon?
So we just did a gallery over on the website. So go under
Cool.
gallery, JK Builds, and you'll see Sonic there. There is a bunch of parts listed that we put in there. But
What about that fancy muffler rerouting you did?
I think this is the muffler we ended up using. This nice MagnaFlow. We'll give them a little shout out because they sent it over to us. And this is the 11236 is what we ended up putting on there.
MagnaFlow I got I won at High Desert Roundup.
Yeah. So, yeah, and I run something similar to
like
this
it.
on Terramoto, but with bigger ports on it. So.
People ask me all the time if it's a V8, and I'm
Yeah,
like, yes,
it sounds
no.
good. And actually, the sound changed when we changed the intake and did the muffler. Really,
Still sounds good though.
Because remember, we put that next gen, brand new K&N intake on there.
It sounds
So
sexy.
yeah.
What suspension setup would you recommend for someone swapping in JK axles not wanting to stretch yet?
Swapping in JK axles into what?
Let's go with TJ. Because they don't want to stretch it yet.
Oh, you don't want to stretch it yet.
Yeah.
Then I would do our Legend kit because you can build the arm. You could put in the mounts on the frame, and you could build the arms and stretch the arms when you're ready. So that would actually be a pretty easy thing to do, our Legend kit.
Oh, Andrew's watching. He said Atlas 4-speed behind a manual is the move.
That's his move. That's right.
Yes, TJ.
And I don't know if he's got a hand throttle or not. He might just use the lower gears in place of that. So.
Bobby Cleveland, just noticed on Terramoto you did fender deletes rear but not front. I have GenRight front and rear. Do I go deletes on the rear?
Well, you know, the last time we were out in the Black Hills, I was on the buggy trails, and those were super narrow. So we went through something and one of the flares ripped off, and after that I was like, you know what? I've hit those rear flares so many times because I'm wheeling more of the advanced stuff, and finally I was like, I'll just do the deletes and stop messing up the fenders.
Oh, Blueberry Roblox says, this is Eric Brady, by the way. My daughter changed my name. What up, Eric? Blueberry Roblox, dude.
That's funny.
That's cool. You're a girl dad. I like it.
That's funny.
Can't hide it. That's so funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Rick said he could help you with, or he did help you with those rear deletes. That's more.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, Chris S. asked, what does the JL Stage 1 consist of?
JL Stage 1.
Yeah.
So that it's very similar components to the JK Stage 1, except the front and rear cross members are connected. So, you know, the cross members are already pre-welded, except you attach them to the frame. Well, in the JL, those two cross members go together and the whole thing's connected, and then you attach to the frame. But what we had to do was, because the JL frames are made so much different than the JKs in terms of thickness and material composition, we widened out all the load onto the frame so that it'll stay together for you. So, because obviously once you get a better suspension, like what we offer, you're probably going to go a little faster. You're going to put more horsepower in, bigger axles, bigger tires. All those things add huge loads to you know, the foundation, which is the frame. So, and the suspension.
Okay, VB Tom says 2006 LJR with 37s. Currently have a 3.5 inch lift and EXT rear fender flares and high lines up front. How low can I take it? I'm getting old and thinking about 10 years down the road when I'm really old.
Well, so this is kind of an interesting subject, because I see Jeeps out there from individuals that are just slammed. And, you know, they look really cool, but I'm telling you, you would not want to ride in one of those because they're on the bump stops. And that is one way to build a rock crawler. So, you know, if you unload it from the trailer and you only go 5 or 10 miles an hour out to whatever trail, then you can build it that way, and it can be, you know, way, way low. But if you want that thing to ride nice, you have to have 3 inches of up travel, or it's going to ride like a brick. So, yeah, you really want to be careful finding that height balance. You know, when my mom rides with me, I carry a little step stool to help her in. So, I don't know, maybe some yoga classes. Get some stretching and range of motion going.
Derek Wall asked, where did you put the tranny and power steering coolers on Terramoto?
Ah, okay. So actually, that's another thing that I was surprised people didn't mention. But let's talk about that question first. So this is the power steering cooler right here. And we sell this little guy. It's called a 4-pass power steering cooler. And I run 2 of them. All I did was just run an extra hose to connect 2 of them together. And this sits on one side of the radiator where, you know, the fan is in the center here, right? So I wanted them in the outside where the blades really suck the air. Now, maybe you're not running as big of a tire as I am, or you don't go as fast as I do, but the power steering fluid can get over 300 degrees, okay? And power steering fluid is very flammable. So the last thing you want is hot fluid getting on anything, especially the exhaust. So when you do coolers like this, this will drop the temperature a good 100 degrees. I mean, this is a huge difference, especially depending on how fast you're going and how good your fan is. Okay. Behind it is a much oversized radiator that runs way down here. This is a special radiator that we offer just for the JK Elite stuff with a V8. And this radiator was designed by Griffin, and this will keep this engine cool when you're running full tilt. And it's one of the few vehicles that's got a V8 and high performance that can actually stay cool enough to just keep running. The transmission cooler, oh, you can't go that way, go this way.
Jacob said the weekend was a blast. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, the tranny cooler, let me see what you can see. You can't see much, can you?
Nope.
Okay, so come right here. I'm going to shine the light in here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but the transmission cooler is right there. See it down in there? You can see the back of the fan. Can you see that? I think you might be too far over. Can you see it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So I run it. That's part of the reason I run 2 bucket seats in the back, is the cooler is mounted right between those 2 bucket seats. And the roll cage already has bars that run across, so it was easy for me to just mount the cooler to that. And by the way, there's several advantages. Not only to running an external cooler gives you more fluid in the system, but in my case, where I've got it run about 5-6 feet back from where the transmission is, that gives me 5 or 6 feet of fluid in nice big hoses running back to the transmission. So that can be another quart or so in the system in addition to what the cooler takes. So I think my whole cooling system is like 15 quarts. So it's a lot. It's a lot with the torque converter and everything. So, and that thing is on a fan that kicks on at 125 degrees, and it runs full tilt. So, because we've talked about what happens, especially in a vehicle like this, because, I built this thing for racing, right?
Mr. Hollywood.
And what happens is when you're out there and you're running, well, if things get too hot, once they get up to like 180, they're on what I call a runaway. So the next thing you know, they'll be at 220, they'll be at 250. So you got to start cooling low, and you got to start it hard. And if you don't understand that, then someday you might learn, but you'll never see anything of mine overheating, because that's how I do it. And I learned that from racing. This is one of those things. We always talk about how racing crosses over. This is one of the many things about that. So.
I guess we have to turn off ads in the comments. It's popping up for me too, and it's bugging.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we'll figure that out.
Let's talk to Jeff about that.
We don't know what the deal is, but I'll fix it. If things get sketchy in a high-risk obstacle and I need to use all 3 pedals, I'll put the Atlas into double low and first gear, and it'll tractor no matter what with 0 throttle input.
There you go.
Oh,
there you
cool.
go. Okay, good to know.
Glad
Andrew's on there.
Chasing Sunsets video, probably.
Did you do
weekend.
one? Yeah, did you do one for Big Bear? No, but you got the footage.
Yeah, I will.
So she'll edit it and put one together.
It'll be entertaining. Josh gave some fun commentary. And
stuff. Yeah, and Josh gave us a bunch of footage as well. So that's cool.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Let's see.
Is Josh on tonight?
I think so.
Or any of the Nesser crew?
Michael said, I remember you saying you liked the hood loops for the protection. Why don't you run one?
Hood?
The hood loop on the bumper.
Oh, that's a good question.
Good question.
Yeah, just roll over it. It's just a piece of hose. Okay, so we have a picture over there of the growler. Do you see that one way up on the wall? Can you get to that?
It's dark. And
is it dark over there? Here, what if does that help? Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Growler always had a grill hoop, and it had the tall, what we call our boulder stinger. Okay, and there were several reasons for that. So first off, the boulder stinger allows the driver, so the boulder stinger would stick up just past the top of the hood, and the driver could see exactly where the front of the vehicle was from the driver's seat. I found that to be super helpful. And my partner Shane in the Wolverine, he rolled his JK, and after that he put on a bumper with the grill hoop because it ended up wrecking the radiator. So this is one of those weird things that I don't understand about the market, and it happens every time Jeep comes out with a brand new model. We get a whole new group of people in that don't really understand Jeeping. They're not like core Jeepers that have grown up Jeeping. And anybody who's really wheeled and had, you know, any kind of or seen a mishap, you know that grill hoop is the right way to do it. And it really does save the front end. So it is the right way to go. But the JK people in the market, this is all they wanted. They just wanted so for a long time, I just showed that because otherwise they were turned off and they just went like, oh, I don't want a GenRight bumper, you know? So whatever.
I found a button to turn the ads off for 10 minutes.
Oh, good.
I got you guys.
Good. So anyways, yeah.
Michael asked, did I ask you this? For Atlas 2 in TJ, do I definitely need new drive shafts front and rear? Mine's on the way, but just did new shafts not too long ago. Okay,
so couple things for you. I don't know what yokes you ordered on there. If they'll fit your current drive shafts, then you're styling. Or maybe you got flanges, or maybe you have 1310s and you got 1350s. Either way, what you can do is you can just have your drive shafts modified, which is cheaper than buying a whole new drive shaft. So whether it's retubing it or just changing the end on the drive shaft, you're going to be better off to upgrade to whatever the Atlas came with. Okay?
Kathy McCavis, do you use Howe power steering?
So on most of our Jeeps we do. This Jeep has a combination of things actually. Partially because I've been trying new things over the years, and partially because the owners of these companies made me something specifically as per my request. But in the race cars, we've always run Howe. That is absolutely the best. It's not cheap, but it does work and it's reliable. In here, right now, I've got a Howe pump. I've got a PSC reservoir. I've got an AGR box that's been worked over by PSS, not PSC, but PSS. And I've got an AGR RAM. So a lot of these pieces, like I say, you know, are years old, but I maintain them.
Nesters are here.
They are. Okay, good. Good.
Hunter asked, what springs is Jennings running? What size shocks length are sway bar tabs, double shear in rear? And how did you route her brake lines? How did you end up cutting her sway bar length?
Wow, that's like a whole show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hunter, you asked solid questions. I never thought to ask one of those.
Will that thing go outside? Will we still have a show if you take it outside?
I think so.
Yeah? Her Jeep's right here.
Let's find out.
Let's find out.
It's supposed to be.
And it's actually reasonably cool outside. Oh, geez.
Oh, it's Rick McGuire again.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Every
Okay.
time that guy calls during Tech Talk and goes, when's Tech Talk? And
Okay.
I tell him, it's Wednesdays at 5.
So give
Rick.
me the camera. Go make sure the show's still on now that we're out here.
You can see it.
Can you? Oh, yeah. It's following me because there's a delay. And bring the little light, the little magnetic light that I was using. All right, this is going to work. Did you find it? No, I think it's on the pole or on the back tire. It's on the pole or the back tire. You don't? There you go. She couldn't get it off the pole. Okay, so now you're back on camera duty. Okay, so for the rear sway bar, this is the exact sway bar off of our full GenRight Stage 4 Elite. Okay, and it mounts exactly the same. The arms are the full length. Now in Jennings' case, because I wanted to try different things, I drilled several holes so we could stiffen up or effectively shorten the bar. Right now it's in the softest setting. That kit fit perfectly. The other question was what springs. These are Metal Cloak Game Changer 3.5 inch. And we seem to like those. Now, shock-wise, if you come back up here to the front.
Somebody asked where the budget TJ was.
It's right there.
I did not recognize it. I was like, no, there's this weird Jeep in the yard I've never seen before. And he was like, eventually he was like, that's the budget TJ. And
that's
I'm like,
it.
No, it's not. It doesn't have a cage or anything. He's like, that's it. He took the cage to powder coat.
Okay,
so there it is.
Look back here.
Okay.
Right, so the Metal Cloak springs. Over on Shane's Jeep, he's got the Rock Crawler springs. And we've got the Fox. Now these are the upgraded 2.5 inch shocks with the internal bypass, or IBP. So that's been a really nice upgrade for this vehicle. And I can get you guys, I can comment afterward, or if you want to message me over on Facebook, I can get you all the specs for what shocks are, or even the part numbers, what we used, okay?
How long did you end up cutting the sway bar links?
Well, we didn't cut it at all. That's why I started back there. What was the other question?
What size coils? Oh no, that's a different.
Yeah, no, that was, he had that.
No, our sway bar tabs double shear in the rear.
Sway bar tabs are
How
not.
throughout the brake line?
So I did not do, I kept the bottom sway bar tabs down in the back, and they're fine. You know, the sway bar rate isn't too much that we needed that, and you're not going to be able to get down here. But no, they're single shear, and it required a different type of sway bar end link. We have one with a little stud on it. So you'll want to get those for the sway bar. And what was his other question?
How'd you route the brake lines?
The brake lines. So the brake lines, so you in this vehicle, because you have anti-lock brakes, you have to run a separate brake line to every wheel. Now, what we did was, because this vehicle already had a Metal Cloak kit on it, it already had extended brake lines, and we just left those the way they were. So it's the factory hard lines to the extended brake lines, and you can see them right here. The wheel speed sensors are wrapped with it. You can see them right there. Can you see the red and black?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those just stay together. We zip tied them together, and that way they do pretty good. Okay.
Other than being red, white, and blue, what's your next favorite feature of Terramoto?
Oh, geez. Well, let's go back in the shop if we're all done out here.
The engine.
The engine. Yeah. I'll tell you what. My kids said it right many years ago. It's miles per gallon with the V8 and the way it sounds. You know, it's got a big exhaust system, and with the MagnaFlow muffler, and the thing just sounds freaking awesome. So I would start it up right now, but it's loud and carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things I wanted to point out while we're looking under the hood. Can you raise it back up?
Yeah. Hold these.
Because this is one of those things that when people look under here, they're like, you know, look at that engine. Well, they're missing half of what we're looking at here. So right here, there would normally be a big old brake booster. You know what's not here? A big old brake booster. I throw that stuff away, and I go full manual. This is exactly how we do the race cars. And that gives you better modulation of the pedal, and if the engine dies, you still have brakes. When you have a brake booster, you get one pump, and that's it, okay? Now, stay there. On the other side, you know what's missing over here? The battery, okay? That should never, ever be in the engine compartment. I tell you guys this all the time. This is all that should be in here, okay? Everything else needs to get out of there. No air compressors, none of that other crap needs to be in here. And don't you dare put anything, a Switch Pro, none of that crap in here. That all has to go away, all right? The heat does not do it any good. And the higher performance you go, the more heat it makes. That's how it works.
Okay, this is getting real dangerous.
What? Oh, because it's too high and you're pulling on the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what are the questions you got? I think that's
The AC is making the weirdest noises.
No, I think it's a duck outside.
Really?
Yeah, I think we got some kind of animal out there. I don't know.
I think it's the AC.
We get all kinds of weird stuff happening today.
It's all.
What else you got?
It does sound like a duck.
So you showed the wheels, right? Yeah.
How do we get on a trail run with GenRight at Trail Hero?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So you need to email Jeff at GenRight.com. Jeff, I know it's really tough, at GenRight.com. And tell him that you want to go and what days you want to go. And then he will tell you where we're meeting and what time we're taking off. He can also tell you what run we're doing. And you need to make sure that your vehicle is capable of doing a run at that level, okay? So we're happy to help you, but don't show up with 33s and expect to run a 6 or 7, okay? It's gonna be tough.
Stephen Draper asks, what size coils will be used on the JL Stage 1, and given the lower shock mounts are being raised, oh, hold on, I gotta pause the ads again. Will there be cutting required to fit the shock tower?
Yes. Okay, so the JL Stage 1 in the rear is a completely different animal because we've raised all the brackets up, which is going to be huge for you. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit more involved, but you are going to have such a next level suspension over anything else that's currently offered.
Don't miss your dinner reservation.
Except for the EXS. The EXS is still going to smoke anything, but, you know.
He's got a point.
Yeah. Okay, well, how about a couple more questions? Well, I'm making up for the time that I lost. I don't want to gyp the people.
What kind of mounts are you using for your fire extinguisher?
These are the ones from Scotia. And, but there's a couple different companies. It's a quick release. Are you following me?
No.
So this, you can do it right from there. You can do it right from there. So this has a little pin that you pull out, and then the fire extinguisher comes right off.
Okay, wait. Do it again.
So you have this little pin that you push a button and pull it off, and then the fire extinguisher comes right off.
Okay.
And I have one on each side and one in front of the driver's seat. So that way, if I have a passenger, I can hand it to them as they're getting out and they can start putting out the fire. I get out and grab more and really put out the fire.
How much travel will it get on the JL Stage 1?
It is, I think it's 13.98. It's almost 14
Oh,
inches.
Summer's watching. She said thanks for the extra time because she was able to get on and say
There you
hi.
go. Thanks. All right.
Hi,
You're welcome.
Summer.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Jennings having more viewers than you?
Well, doesn't surprise me.
I don't think
women always seem to do well in that regard. She's nicer looking than I am, that's for sure.
Carabiner says the light for the JLU tire carrier, did you connect it to the factory license plate light or old brake light? Also, did you drill larger hole to fish camera wire through?
Okay, great question. So number one, no, do not drill larger holes. We already provide a pretty good size hole with a fish wire already in there. So if, depending on what you're trying to do, like on my JL, the camera plug is too big. So I ran it externally. Now it's on the inside of the tire carrier, so the tire holds it in place, but don't drill larger holes. You'll sacrifice the integrity of the tubing. So run those cables externally.
He said, who is the creeper in the background? That would be Jamie.
Oh, was he in the background?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
He was like, I don't want to be on the show.
Yeah, he never does. He's super
up.
camera
He
shy.
backed up. Well,
Yeah.
now I get it, so I am too. How's your mom doing?
My mom is doing good. She's feisty as ever. She's actually watching another older gal who, has, I think it's Alzheimer's or dementia or something, that needs, a friend around. And but that's kind of turned into a full-time job. So it's hard for her to get away and go on trips with us anymore. So, but I'm sure she'll be stoked that you guys asked about her. So thank you.
Get out the tarp for the TJ rain coming tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Really?
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing needs to go over and get rhino lined.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Matt McDonough asked, do you guys have any atlases in stock for an early JK?
You call and ask, for sure call and ask. We used to keep several of those in stock. And we might have one in stock for a build that if they can replace it before we get to the build, they'll sell it to you and then we'll get another one. Because lead time on Atlas is actually shortened up right now, so we'd be happy to try and help you out.
And Stephen Draper asked, what size coils will be used on the JL Stage 1? And given the lower shock mounts are being raised, will there be cutting required to fit the shock towers?
Yes, there's not much cutting to fit the shock tower because it actually mounts on the outside, but the shock tower is a work of art too. It's really nice, and it accommodates a 2.5 inch, shock. We're starting with Fox, but we also have Kings, so we'll be able to test these different things. Why don't you just shut it off?
Because it's hilarious.
It is our
Can
little
you go interview the
our
AC?
little AC unit. No, people don't want to hear about that, babe. Come on.
Oh boy.
Okay, so can I give people a tech tip?
Yes.
Can you come over here? Because I need to show you the shock.
Okay.
What do I do with my light? Okay. So today's tech tip is this. Can you see right here? Can you see?
Yep.
Right there. Okay. When you have coil springs on a coilover, they're separated by what's called a slider. Okay, and it's usually plastic or it might be aluminum. But I had a customer where the spring was rubbing really heavy on the shock, and I said, oh, well, all you got to do is take the weight off, turn this, and then it won't rub anymore. And they're like, what? Well, when the spring ends, you need to match that on the bottom, and that treats the center slider like it's one continuous spring. If you get that off, then the whole spring is going to try and collapse very unevenly. So that is my tech tip for this Wednesday, September 17th.
Okay, we better go.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being patient till I got here. Hopefully Jennings kept you entertained. And till next Wednesday, you guys have a good one.